There's Scruffy. Laurel made it through the night. She's eating. She's very, very weak. I don't know how that's going to play, but I put 2 of her embryos over here. So hopefully, even if she dies, we'll get her last babies. So I want to do a quick talk about bookkeeping. So we have, let's see, since we're looking at these 2, let's look at these 2. So I have on a little clipboard everybody for this stack. There is Sprite and Fluffy, who are up top. Next one down is Kobe and Coco, who's right there. And the bottom one is Scruffy and Laurel, who are right there. Okay, so on this, I have the date for that first egg, which is all important. Because the cull date and the projected hatch date and the fertility check are all based on when that first egg is laid. So, their first egg was laid on 9/23. Their cull date was 10/5, which is tomorrow. But I actually already told them yesterday because I thought they were all infertile. But they turned out to have embryos, 4 embryos in there. And then the next thing that comes is hatch dates. This is when the chick actually hatches. The first hatch, second hatch, etc. Okay? But here's the thing. There's another hatch date, which is the projected hatch date. This is according to when the first egg was laid, then the first egg should hatch on this date. But it's a hypothetical date that often doesn't come true, especially if first eggs are infertile, or if I spotted the first egg one day off, or if they're taking an extra day to develop, or whatever. So I don't want to put that hypothetical date on my actual records. But I do want the flag to let me know that I need to start checking the box to see if things are hatching starting on this date. So, on each of these I have how many embryos she have in there. She has two chicks, 2 embryos. She has room for 1 foster, and when I put a foster chick in there, I'll pull that tape off. And this is her hatch date, so starting on Thursday, 10/11, I'll be checking in her box to see if anything has hatched yet. I left her 2 oldest embryos with her and removed the other 2 over here to Peabody and Cloudy, who had a blank nest. So they have a list that says they have room for 3 fosters. I drew a line through 2 of them because they now have 2 live embryos in there, and left room for 1 foster, which I'll mark out when I put one in there. And the projected hatch date for that chick, because it was the 2 youngest eggs of Scruffy and Laurel's, is 10/15 on Monday. So that's the date that I'll start watching. But I won't write that date down in their records, because it doesn't have anything to do with when any chicks actually hatch. It's just the projected date. Sometimes they actually hatch when they're supposed to, but it doesn't happen nearly as often as one might think. So here is Storm and Azul. They have 4 embryos in there, or 4 chicks, whatever you want to call it. Their hatch date is 9/10, so next Tuesday. These 2 have room for 3 fosters because none of their embryos are viable. I will double check that because they did have a couple of embryos with signs of development in them, but I think they have both fizzled. So I will double check it in the next week or so to make sure. Actually, I may have a line on another hen, and if I do end up picking up a decent quality hen, I will candle her eggs, and if I don't see any serious development, I will pull her and the eggs and put another hen in there with Bubba, because way too much time has passed since I got any chicks from Bubba, because this hen hasn't been able to produce any live chicks. So, okay, that is a little note on bookkeeping. These little pieces of tape on the back of these boxes is a cool way to do a quick look and go, oh, I look up here on my little calendar and go, oh, today's Wednesday. Let's check this one. And then after that, I pull the tape off and write in whatever comes next. So there's first hatch dates there. There's cull dates there. There's fertility checks there. So this is turning out to be a really nice little way of keeping track of what everybody's doing in the boxes without, you know, having to always go back here and look at this, or actually without having to write down a bunch of projected dates on here instead of actual dates. So, so the cards will reflect when the chicks actually hatch, whereas these reflect when they're supposed to start hatching. So, that's that. She is. She just is not looking good. I hope she comes out okay. You will make it, honey. Pull through.